And when I was a young kid, there were probably about uh, 10, 15 houses in this area right here. And look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and then in the distance over there, another one. Houses going up. And the houses used to look like those right there behind that white car. Now everyone is going to concrete blocks construction. Depending, but this road here, lots of family and friends. Well, most of those family and friends now either in US, Canada, or England, other parts of the world too. And we all left about the same time, around age, between age 10 and about age 15. Well, no, in my case, I was like 8. So, anyway. This one, pigs and sheep. Over there, maybe same thing. Behind the banana trees. And look at all the vegetables. Today, this is like something magical. But when I was a child, almost everybody's yard looked like this. And those who grew potatoes, yams, carrots, beans, traded with people who grew this, which is most of this is like seasonings. And over there, cabbage and what they call in Africa garden eggs. And here in the US they call them volunteers. Not here in the US, but in Barbados they call them volunteers. This purple fruit that you cook it anyway, fry it, boil it, saute it. There's something to notice something here. See along the street, trees, grasses, bush. This time of the year in most part of Africa is just dust. I used to have to wear a mask almost all year round because the grass, they dug up the grass right at the end of the rainy season, cut down the bush and burn it at the end of the rainy season, leaving the ground exposed and the dust to blow the sand away. But funny thing is that sand is what helps to create the hurricanes that come across the Atlantic. Anyway, we'll get back to this later. This is the Holder complex on top of Horse Hill. That's the courts now. And all these people gathered here. This is the post office. And another building behind there. This also has to do with the court. But see that Eric Holder Municipal Complex. Attorney General of the United States of America on May 22nd, 2009. Anyway, people are coming to court. Sugarcane fields. One time Barbados used to produce more sugarcane than most of the Caribbean islands, but now it has been replaced by the main crop. Now we plant tourist. we manufacture tourists. Anyway, that's a conversation for another day. Yep, about once per hour this bus travel from here to the capital of Bridgetown. In most of Africa now, you're seeing buses like this. The Chinese made buses. Going away from the small Toyota vans that you see across Africa. In West Africa is the old diesel vehicles from Europe that Europe dumped in Africa because they don't want to spend the money to recycle them. It costs so much to recycle them that they dump in Africa and pretend that Europe is clean. But we know different. Good morning. And there'll come a time when they should have to regret that. See, young African youth should remember the deals that their leaders agree to that damage the land that they should be building into value that can support coming generations. Boy, there's a time when you ask your leaders to do things and you talk. And after some time, you stop talking if they don't act. And then the next step is to put in place plans to get rid of them. And then next thing you do is get rid of them and start building on your own. But in Africa, what they're doing, the leaders are sending the young people out of Africa. Just like their parents before them. This one says Bridgetown. Just like the leaders before them sent their young people into slavery in Europe. At that time it might be for something as important as a mirror, a piece of glass that they can see themselves in, a machete or a flintlock rifle. that they can threaten the neighbors with. But today it's for today is for a piece of paper with the face of the Queen or the President of France or a dead President of America printed on it. I'm not saying that that's not value, because it's a trading instrument. It's the instrument that you can use to trade between. It makes it easier for you to trade with your neighbor. But Africans don't do that. To get across the border into Senegal from Gambia, the immigration, the police, the army, and a myriad of other entities are standing between you and your destination to take every penny that you got out of your pocket. And if you're elderly and traveling from Gambia to Senegal, you might die on that trip because these wicked people might take your medication from you to sell it. And yes, I know, and I said it before, I said there are 20% of Africans who will help you under any circumstances. But then there's that 20%, the governments and the people who they hired, the enforcers, who will destroy you. Just look at Kenya, Tanzania, the Congo, all the same. South Africa, all the same. But then there's the 60% that who will go along with everything at the moment. And most of the time at the moment means that harm is being done to somebody. They're the people who sit in the middle and take on both sides. They learn very well from America and British and French. But that has to stop. And the only way it will cease is the young people of Africa begin to stand up and destroy that system that's in place in Africa. Don't accept the smiling face of someone like Museveni. The one from Rwanda. See, you gotta see that they work for their masters. They talk African, but their actions are the actions of the master. Anyway, finish my walk and we'll get something to eat. Hope you enjoy your day wherever you are. Peace.